Okay, so types of entrapment in that. The first type is occlusion within the cross-linked gel, and the same things you have to do. You have to just add your enzyme source onto the your matrix, okay, polymer matrix, and after that the polymerization reaction is happen, and your enzyme will be entrapped into your uh, system, okay, and after that the particular wire mesh structure will be formed, okay. Yes, means your like the cage like structure, okay. Cage म्हणजे काय, जाळी, ओके. सो जाळी सारखं जाळीदार स्ट्रक्चर तयार होतं वायर मेश टाईप, ओके, अँड इन विच युअर एन्झाईम विल बी एनट्रॅप्ड बाय with the help of which process, polymerization process, okay. So by using this method, uh, the amount in excess of 1 gram of enzyme per gram of gel or fiber can be trapped. Means by using this occlusion within the cross-linked gel, by using this method, you can trap 1 gram of enzyme per 1 gram of gel. Okay. Yes, so here the matrix polymers which are used, that are the polyacrylamide gel, polyvinyl alcohol, okay, or natural polymers. You can go for natural polymers like the starch, okay. Yes, so this alls are used for this method for the entrapment process. Then the second type of the entrapment is the micro encapsulation. Okay, so in this micro encapsulation, your gel or your matrix polymer, it will form a micro capsule like this. Okay, this micro capsule, its material is semi permeable. Why semi permeable? Because your substrate has to diffuse through it. Okay, your substrate has to go inside, uh, and after that your substrate will react with the enzymes, okay. So for that purpose your this material is should be semi permeable membrane, okay. Yes, so this is also type of the entrapment in which a spherical microcapsule is formed, okay, and into that microcapsule your biocatalyst means what, your enzymes, okay. So either your suspension of enzymes or enzymes may be in the liquid form, so that will be encapsulated, okay, and this material, it is of the semi permeable membrane like material. The same thing is given. You can also use the nylon membrane for this purpose, okay. Yes, the third type of this entrapment is the lattice type entrapment. Lattice type entrapment means like this, cage like structure or wire mesh like structure, okay. So what happened actually in this process, uh, here your enzymes are entrapped in the interstitial space. So suppose this is a one square, right? So in between that square, this space is known as interstitial space. Okay. So in this interstitial space, you have to entrap your enzyme. Okay. Yes, and this squares or this is a green color one. It is your polymers. Okay. Yes. So some synthetic polymers are used same like the PAG and PVA materials are used, starch materials are used to form this cage like structure. ओके, केज म्हणजे जेल जे असतं ना, जेल सारखं स्ट्रक्चर आहे हे, आणि ह्यामध्ये आपल्याला तुमचं एन्झाईम्स इमोबलाइज करायचं असतं, ओके. Yes. Now advantage and disadvantages. Advantages is what, here the enzyme activity may not loss, or if losses happen, it should be low. Okay. Immobilization is minimized. Okay. Why? Because here in the entrapment method, there is a no direct physical contact in between your enzymes and your solid support. Your enzyme is just entrapped in between your polymer matrix. Okay. That's why immobilization is minimized here. Now, disadvantages is what? Your enzymes can be leaked into the surrounding medium. Okay, yes. Why? It is just entrapped. There is a no physical bonding. Okay, so there is a chances that it should be leak. Then another problem is with the mass transfer resistance to the substrate and the product. Yes. Now, what is mean by mass transfer resistant? Now, this is your cage-like structure. Okay, there are many cage-like structure. Okay, so to this structure, if you add the substrate, now substrate can, this is a semi-permeable membrane, right? So substrate can diffuse to this square, this all squares. Okay, but in between, in middle, to go this substrate into these middle cages, they have to pass a long route or a long way. Okay. Yes, so this is actually one type of the disadvantage. This is known as the mass transfer problem or mass transfer resistance problem. Okay, so this is a one type of the problem for the substrate and the product. Yes, substrate has to diffuse through it, and product, when the product is formed, the product has to go outside, right? So product also has to diffuse from that membrane and come outside. Okay, so this is a problem for the substrate and the product. What is the problem? It is a mass transfer resistant problem. Then substrate cannot diffuse deep into the gel matrix. Yes, means in between. Very deep the substrate cannot diffuse. Okay, so this is also one problem. Yes, the leakage is one important problem. Then what are the advantages? Easy handling and the reusable, relatively stable, no chemical modification is required here. These are the advantages. Now, okay, so we have covered all the types of the immobilization, right? Entrapment method, then cross-linking method, then adsorption method, covalent bonding method, ionic bonding method, and encapsulation method. Okay, so we have covered all these types of the immobilization. Yes. So the comparison is given in between this method. So you can go through this chart. Okay. So that if you read this chart, you can easily understand what are the types and what are the difference between each and every type. Okay. Yes. You can go through it. Then what are the limitations of this enzyme immobilization? Okay, or what limitations, or you can call it as a disadvantages. Okay, so what are the limitations and the disadvantages of this enzyme immobilization? So the cost of the carriers and the immobilization. Okay, so cost for the carrier, it should be low, it should be more. Okay, some carriers are of the high cost. Okay, so that cost is a problem. Then change in the enzyme property. Yes, this also happen. We have seen in few types of the immobilization. The conformation of the enzyme, it changes in a such a way that its all properties will get changed. Then the mass transfer limitation. Yes, more amount of the substrate. Mass means what? In more amount. Okay. So more amount of the substrate and product has to diffuse into through that semi-permeable membrane. It cannot go to the deep. Okay. So this is also one limitation. Then problem with the cofactor and the regeneration. Okay. So you know already that some enzymes requires the different kinds of the cofactor, like the metal ions, like the vitamins. So if you immobilize just only enzyme, it cannot work properly. Why? Because cofactors are not there. Okay. Yes. Then the problems with the multi-enzyme system. Now, multi-enzyme system means what? Only one enzyme is, so sometimes, for example, in the metabolic pathway, only one enzyme is not responsible to form the product. Yes. For example, if you go for the glycolysis, only if I only give you the hexokinase enzyme, only hexokinase enzyme cannot convert your glucose to the pyruvate. It requires 10 enzymes, so it is a multi-enzyme system. Okay, so you cannot do that type of the process by using this immobilization thing. Then activity lost during the immobilization. Yes, as I told you, by binding to the solid support or the polymer, matrix polymer or the carrier. Okay, what happened by binding to it? The conformation of the sometimes the conformation of the enzyme it changes in a such a way that the active site structure it changes, and so it's loss its activity. Okay, so this is some limitations of this enzyme immobilization. Conclusion. What is the conclusion of all these things? So this is a very promising approach for exploiting the enzyme based processes. Okay, so this immobilization process it is used in a many industries. Okay, like in a biotransformation, in the diagnostics purpose, in the pharmaceuticals, and in the food industries. Okay, so in the different types of the sectors, this immobilization of the enzymes or the plant cells, animal cells, microorganism immobilization, these types of the systems are used. Then several hundreds of the enzymes have been immobilized in a variety of the forms. Till now, many enzymes are immobilized by using these different types of the immobilization process. Okay. The examples are like penicillin G acylase, then lipases, proteases, invertases. Okay. These are the few examples which are up till now immobilized. And research should be focused to overcome the current limitation. Means what? Whatever the limitations we have seen now, na? So the research is going on to cover or to overcome these limitations, means to avoid these limitations. Okay. Yes. So this is all about the enzyme immobilization. Yes. Anybody?